Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three spooky saboteurs that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Char.
Hello, I get to be festive yet again with my skeleton shirt. They're eating pizza.
Oh, they are, in fact.
Yeah.
The bottom middle, we have Greshy Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, played by Will.
I forgot it was our Halloween episode again. Doubly bad.
You said you would be ready. You said you would be ready.
I lied. Okay, I lied. Are you happy now?
I strongly considered going to like Spirit Halloween, just grabbing something real quick, but I grew lazy. Oh, actually, there's the package. Anyway, in the bottom right, we have Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Evening, everybody. I did not forget, but I still didn't prepare anything. So
did not forget, did not care.
Forget, just didn't care.
All right. Well, that all said, let's go ahead and get started. So, this is our extra special, extremely normal episode of the Halloween hijinks here for you today. It's just a normal episode. We're just filming a little bit early because we will not be here on Halloween. So, I hope you're enjoying your Halloween if you're listening on Halloween. If you're not listening on Halloween, hope you still enjoy, or have enjoyed, or will enjoy your Halloween as well. But last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers fucked up their microphone by hitting it too hard. And
have to be careful with that.
So you had captured the fort of... You captured the fort of Kraknaratha, wrested it from the grubby talons of the Katrima Lamia, and then proceeded to set up base there in an attempt to hold the fort, while Asher went to go meet with Yukak, the leader of a growing giant rebellion. The stone giant was surprised to see Asher, and you engaged in conversation trying to figure out what to do next. He expressed concerns, perhaps rightly so, that the bold move of taking the fort would certainly attract some attention, and now that the party has very fully made their presence known in the town, the Rune Giants would not hesitate to strike. And lo and behold, a few hours later, the seemingly resurrected Glorifex lands at the fort, sending the party and your companions into a panic, and you decide to flee rather than stick around and see what happens.
Panic's a strong word.
That's panic. Panic. Yeah, you went into the tunnels. So that is where we kind of left off. The party and all of the spared have made their way into the tunnels. The last thing that you told Yukak, or last thing that Asher was discussing with Yukak, was his suggestion was to abandon the fort and stop by it in the morning, because he suggested that he would be there. But otherwise, it is currently around 7 p.m. As you guys make your way into the tunnels. Are you heading straight back to the Hidden Beast lair? Is that your current goal? Or are you just going into the tunnels to regroup?
I think that sounds like a good idea. It's the safest place we know of it right now, so...
Okay. In that case, march away.
The Hidden Beast lair.
That is not the correct type of ruler. Do a massive explosion. It's 9,000 feet. 9,000 feet to miles. is almost 2 miles. Travel speed. Who's the slowest amongst you? It's probably the spared, who are 25s.
For sure.
You can go 2.5 miles in an hour, so it basically takes you about an hour. Let's call it an hour. Whoops, that's... Alright. Jump ahead an hour, as the group of you make your way to the Hidden Beast lair. Some of the spared are carrying your supplies and things. You've left behind the giant-sized weapons, for the most part. And yeah, you all make it here, returning to the chamber. It is much as it was when you last were here. No signs of anything happening other than, obviously, Morgie picking up all your stuff and shuffling it around.
Just have to put it all back where we found it, I suppose. Gonna settle in, I suppose. Nobody took any damage or anything. We just ran once the lightning and thunder started getting louder and closer, so...
Right.
Well, it is not super late yet. I could spend some time working on things. I don't know what you all have to do. I've got plenty to waste some time if I felt like it.
Morgiv would kind of speak up. We'll just stay guard nearby to make sure nothing comes near you. But let us know if you need any assistance.
Would you... not tonight necessarily, but, well, actually maybe tonight. Would one of you be willing to keep an eye on the weather every so often and just see if it moves about? If Glorfex is just flying overhead or if he's going to stay down in Krakenratha or what have you? Try not to expose yourselves too much, just maybe check every hour or so.
Certainly, we can try to monitor that. And they'll go off to talk to the other spared and they'll work out a plan. Anything else?
No, unless anybody's got some suggestions, I might actually... I've got time tonight. I might actually start working on Gunn's built. Try to see if I can put that together.
That sounds nice.
So I'll start pulling pieces out, and I've been consistently putting more and more into this chest and pulling it out and putting more gold in to make sufficient reagents for crafting, and I will attempt to make a build of giant strength.
Okay.
In about 4 hours.
Okay, so you're reducing the crafting time to 4 hours. Do you have the correct DC for me?
It's base DC 36 plus 8 would make that a 44.
I agree. Yes. Alright.
But that'll take me a while in case other folk want to do things.
Work through to midnight? Okay.
Then I'll crash at that point.
Anyone else doing anything? You've got about 4 hours to spare. It's like a half day.
My book.
Okay.
So I will continue that.
I had some retraining in progress. It was looking for my history. There we go. Yes, I was retraining out of Divine Wall into Devoted Focus.
Okay. Do you have how much time you've already spent on that?
Yeah, 8 hours.
Okay, so you can go ahead and add another 4 hours to that. Ash, you can add another 4 hours to your book. Though, Asher, I guess if you're... you could continue to read instead of sleep, because I think you've got the sleep stone. Or did you take that off?
No,
forgot.
I totally have that on.
Okay.
I usually count them if I do some kind of like watch as 2.
Okay. Yeah, it's up to you whether or not you want to do a watch tonight. If you don't, the spared will handle it, in which case you can get 6 more hours of reading. Otherwise, you'll sleep normal. Gunn, you can get your 4 hours of training, and Greshy, go ahead and give me the crafting check. And we said that was DC
Sure
44.
thing. Let me just make sure I do this correct.
And you already made the
Explicable apparatus.
recipe for it. This is just the actual crafting of it.
Correct. I do have the recipe already made. So I just need to actually make the damn thing. And, you know, I'm going to throw points at it. Why not?
Okay. Putting 9 points in. Oops.
The recipe.
I'm giving you a point.
So I've got... Hopefully everything is set correctly.
Alright.
I think that'll do it.
What's the number? I'm not looking. There we go.
That is a total of 57 on a die of 15.
Okay. That is a critical success.
Good.
So you could spend additional time doing, or to reduce the price, or you can just go ahead and spend
We
the
have
rest with
so
materials.
so many materials that I've been converting over time. I'm just going to straight up deduct it now. And
Okay.
Good. Where is my money? There they are. All right.
Alright.
What's this?
So you spend, while the others are training and reading, you're getting to work on converting you're converting this, the gold material is being converted into this kind of stretchy, like kind of plasticky leather, which you're using to, craft and like stitch together a very nice looking, like thick, almost champion looking belt, or like a wrestling championship looking belt. And it's got, you've made a little buckle out of glittering quartz, and it is, you can pick an animal to, you know how wrestling belts always have like kind of a lion or something in the center. You may pick an animal that you wish to have designed there in the middle.
There's the parts of me that says the correct answer here is to do some sort of eagle because it would be appropriate for Gunn. But this time I'm going to be a bit selfish and it's going to be a very vicious looking dog with its mouth open, looking like it's about to bite something.
All right.
I'm on board.
Okay. So the belt is all done. I mean, it is hastily done, so the workmanship of the actual design of the dog isn't necessarily the best, but it does clearly communicate snarling dog. And you give it a little test to just make sure that the magic is sort of flowing through it properly, and all the runes seem to be lining up. Everything looks good.
Oh, excellent.
The functioning belt of giants.
Well, this should help Gunn out a bit. I suppose I'll go find him now before I go zonk out for bed and just kind of throw it at him. Not actually, well, you know what? I'll actually throw it at him. I'm not sure how exactly he's studying. Are you kind of meditating as you retrain? Is that?
Yeah, largely.
Yeah, I'll just say, hey, Gunn. And as you open your eyes, you'll just see a belt flying at you, at your chest.
Oh.
Try that on in the morning. See if it actually does what it's supposed to. Should make you feel a bit tougher, stronger, faster, harder.
Whoa. I will. In fact, I have the investment available to try it right away. I have one that I wasn't using.
We'll go right ahead then.
Yeah, I'll throw that on.
Slowly running through all my money, but
Do you already
for
have
cause at least.
a belt on? I guess you can.
Yeah, but I can
belt,
take that
that's
off.
fine. You can wear more than one belt. I don't think there's any actual rule against this.
We can Kingdom Hearts this. You can kind of wear one as a sash and then like 3 across your waist at different angles.
Yeah, we'll go for the more.
We just need some more
designs.
zippers.
You move one of the belts to your like left hand leg. Just get some more belts around your like waist, your arm, your shoulders. It's good. But yeah, you if you have the point to invest in it, then you facet it correctly and meditate for a moment to just let your magical energies connect to it, and you can feel your muscles kind of tighten, and you just immediately feel a bit stronger. I assume your score is at least 18, so
yeah,
it would increase the score by 2. I think I assume it automatically works in Foundry, but I don't know.
Yes, once you've invested, it should automatically bump you up to 20, I think, if your strength is 18.
I think I'm already 20.
If you're 20, it'll bump to 22.
Let's go find it. Inventory.
And Ash already had his Apex item, if I recall. We found that.
Did we?
We found that in the hard. That was the bonuses. At least we found his. We couldn't find one for you, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I believe you each have
Right.
an Apex item, and you can only have one of each, or one of any given Apex
You
item.
only get the stat bonus from one Apex item, but you can wear multiples and get the benefits that aren't the stat bonus. But what's the point at that point? They're better items, usually.
I'm not seeing the stat bonus on the main sheet kick in.
Let me take a look at your sheet real
If I go over
quick.
to character. Although there is some
so
kind
you
of
have
an
the belt
icon
added?
that's next to strength.
Where is your belt? Belt.
Is it popped out?
Oh, that's the lifting belt.
Oh, yeah, you need to actually add the...
Where did the belt of giant strength go?
I couldn't put it in your inventory. You'll have to add it yourself
Here, I can...
Well,
I
if
can
you haven't
drop
already
it.
added it. So
There you go. It's added.
we can
Oh.
do this. Unfortunately, they
There
don't.
we
let me
go.
do that.
Oh, oops, I just
Well, that would
undid it.
explain a lot. And
There you go.
it is showing up. Yeah, that
Okay.
takes me up to.
Cool. Note that there is
Asher's
a
quick and you're
special
strong.
reaction attached to it that you can read about. But this should
Nice.
give you, +3 items
Oh,
bonus
yeah.
to
Oh.
athletics
Mhm.
checks, a +2 to
React
athletics
to
checks to
throw-
lift heavy objects.
Well, that's a thing that's been known to happen.
And yeah,
A city of giants. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thrown rock attacks. So that's potentially useful.
Anytime somebody throws your bird at you, you'll be ready.
But okay. Anything else you guys want to do tonight? It is now midnight in game time. As the date passes over to Sunday, Abadios the 27th. Sorry. Where's my Pathfinder calendar date? We were on Star Day. We are now on Sunday. Sunday.
Wow. All right. No, Greshy's gonna make up his bid real quick. Did we? We didn't set up the yurt, did we? I guess Greshy will do that, and then he'll
Okay.
go inside and just kind of pass out. He'll pull Phelan out and kind of cuddle
It
with
just
him
takes
since
like
he's
10
still in
minutes
Puppy
to set
Farm.
up the yurt, I think, or is it?
Yeah, it's not too long. I believe it's 10 minutes, and then it's just you
Yeah.
pull a drawstring and it collapses when you want to take it down. I suppose
Okay.
I could press the button to show people what it looks like. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Sure.
Interact.
Okay, so yeah, 10 minutes of setting up the yurt, and then everybody goes to sleep. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Assuming that none of you are doing watches and you're just letting the spare handle that for you.
Yeah.
As you're waking up, Morgiv sees that there's some like rustling in the yurt, and that you're all awakening for the morning. Morgiv will kind of rush over to the yurt side. Good morning, sirs. I just wanted to give you an update from last night. If that's okay. I can come back later.
Yeah, we had no. By all means, we had quite the busy day yesterday, and we're expecting another. But I guess it's time to get up and keep going.
Rewind this conversation slightly. Yes. For I am a dummy who forgot something. I need all of you to make will saves.
Oh no. Ah, there it is. There it is. Lucretia knows we're here. It's time. It helps if I look at the right place. Does that include the pets or just the people?
Just the people.
All right.
Amusingly, I don't know if
that's
she
a
knows
13
their
for
names.
Greshy. Gonna save it or use it?
This is my first roll, and I get re-rolled.
We've means to deal with it if it's the same thing that happened last time.
Oh yeah, the 41 from Gunn, the 43 from Greshy, and
really
fatigue.
Tired. Yeah, fatigue really sucks.
But I have means to deal with that if need be, but it's up to you if you want to reroll. Decide now, though.
I'm good for now. I'm too scared that something's gonna happen. And
something worse is coming.
Yeah. Also, Greshy, I'm tired. I didn't sleep.
All right. Damn.
I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'll get Nightmare the Creature on my spot.
I like that it shows you when you make it that you have the bonus from that other. It used to, at least. It used to show you that you have this plus the Iron Will.
Oh yeah, Resolve.
Mine shows Resolve.
Will, yep. It didn't show it for Asher's whatever that thing's called,
but that I don't think Asher has the bonus for will saves, or does Asher?
Give a bonus. It just.
Well, I don't think your saves become crit saves
print
for
plate anymore,
right?
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, the big text is right there. Yeah. Yeah, so it totally does.
Sorry, for Asher's will save ability is the
things that control my actions.
Yes, which this is.
Go. There it is. Haughty obstinacy.
That's
my powerful ego makes it harder for others to order me around. I'd like to think it's my stupidity. Will a success on a saving throw is a mental effect that attempts to control your actions. You critically succeed instead. If a creature rolls a failure on a check to coerce you using intimidation, it gets a critical failure. So it's just like controlling. And I have to succeed or they have to fail.
Right, let me double check their save DC. Yes, that is a failure, but not a crit failure in this case. So, okay, the three of you have your night of rest, and whether through anxieties, or just, with anxiety over the battles to come, your dreams are fraught with images of just constant fighting. Giants all around you, Lamias, Katrimas in the sky, hurling arrows upon you, massive boulders hitting all around. Two of you deal with the dreams or nightmares fairly well, but Asher, you awaken fatigue. You find yourself feeling fairly exhausted.
I thought that ring worked. But maybe that ring didn't work as well as I thought. Maybe I need more than 2 hours of sleep.
Suppose you could take more than 2 hours, but since I've still got status on Asher, I can at least tell that he's definitely not slept well. So yes. I will plan to prepare Moment of Renewal when I do my preparations, which is not yet.
Don't talk to me before I have my coffee.
Asher was sleeping in the bunk next to Gunn, and kept getting slapped with these huge wings. During the night. I'm sorry, I don't know how to sleep with these yet.
It's worse than sleeping in the barn.
And also the nightlight is always on now.
Oh, true. Are you able to turn that off? The halo?
I don't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, we just wake up and there's just this still bright circle of light around Gunn's head. You'd think he'd be more concerned about it, and yet he wasn't, and still it doesn't seem to be.
In fact, this morning when we all get up, also his eyes are glowing too.
Well, this is improving.
No more pupils.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll fast forward back to where we were a moment ago. I guess Gunn is maybe the first one awake. You glance back at Asher. You're distracted from what Morgiva was saying by seeing kind of very groggily wake up. Morgiva just expressed that he could tell you guys about what happened overnight.
Oh, go on.
Certainly. I like your eyes.
At my... What did you say? Also, probably, let's say his voice is maybe a little more echoey somehow. It's the whole aspect. Like, you get the aspect of, in this case, an angel, so...
Alright, yeah, he, they're very shiny today.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I say something to upset you?
No, it's not your fault. I just don't know how long this is going to continue. It's getting on my nerves a little bit, but I will learn to deal with it.
I'll try to make this quick then. I don't want to annoy you any more than I already have.
This completely has nothing to do with you. Go ahead.
Doesn't understand. Well, you see, last night after we left the fort, it seems like several of the rune giants and a large contingent of giants moved to take over the fort. Glorifex was seen tearing at the ramparts and the buildings, but he seemed to have left late in the night, long after you were asleep. He's returned somewhere up north. We're not sure exactly where, but I was to venture a guess, it's probably Shalaria.
That would make sense.
As of this morning, we've done a little bit of scouting, and it seems like the Lamia have abandoned the I'm forgetting on the name of the bus.
House of Divine Consumption?
Yeah. They've abandoned the House of Divine Consumption. Many of them have started making their way through the town. They've also ordered a large number of giants to search residences looking for you all. It seems like they haven't really found the tunnels yet, or if they have, only small numbers of them. I
all right.
That's about it, as of right now, anyway.
I would say that's good news overall. If they're dividing their forces between Shalaria and Kragnaratha, then Shalaria is less defended than it would have been. This plays into our plan.
Oh,
we can work with this. Greshy, Asher, are you up?
I'm a little blinded by the light, but otherwise I'm fine.
Oh, you can see it too.
I know.
It was just me not.
Maybe I'll.
It never really went away from last night, though.
Tell you what, I'll get.
Keeps rubbing his eyes.
I'll get a blanketing or something to. I'll get a lampshade.
Oh.
It's not so bad. I slept. I'm fine. Asher does seem to be very tight. Did you not sleep at all?
Oh my goodness, I had the worst nightmares. I was tossing and turning. It was very bright. I kept getting whacked in the face.
All right,
okay,
well,
I guess.
I can help with that a little bit at least, but I'll need to prepare. I was going to put this off a bit, actually, but if the spirit have already done some scouting for us, I may not need to. Before I do, though, are we going after Shalaria? Or do you think if the rune giants are in Kraknaratha, it would be better to strike them there? Assuming that the stone giants would in fact do as Gyukak might want them to do and leave us be as we go and assassinate the people who do bad things to them.
We should talk with Gyukak and form a new plan today with the change situation, I think.
But how? Is he... We have no idea where, if he's there in Kraknaratha like we thought he would be, or if he's going to be back in his camp.
We could try sending again, or we could have Asher set up a meeting somewhere.
Well, you tried sending last time and it sounded like you didn't get the message, so I don't know if it'd do any better this time.
We already know that divination is difficult in this area. Might be worth one attempt has worked, one attempt has failed. We were able to reach Gamigan.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we can go down to Kraknaratha and see if he's there, I suppose, or we can send Asher to the camp and check. I don't know which is the better way to go. I do think talking to him is a good idea. We should just get moving quick then if we're going to do that. Shite.
We need to be coordinated. It would be senseless for us to attack Shalaria while he's moving his forces past Kraknaratha and vice versa. If he wants to retreat, then they need that south exit. If he wants to support our attack, then we need to attack. So we just have to be on the same page with him.
All right.
Now, as far as he knows, our plan is to attack Shalaria. So at least if we did anything without telling him, we would want to do that, because that way he'll know what we're doing.
Are you prepared to go now, Asher?
Yeah, I can go now. I can.
Are you prepared?
I don't.
Okay.
What preparation?
Well, I don't know if you prepare anything, but also you're feeling pretty tired, so...
Yeah, I think I prepare one spell.
Preparations haven't happened yet, so if you want to prepare, that's 1 hour to do your preparations.
Right. That's kind of what I was implying. You might be okay without it, but you're also fatigued, I could tell.
Should I take acid splash? Or the ice or the fire one? Those are my choices.
How about this? Morgiv, is there a building empty near the giant encampment enough that we could ask Gyukak to meet us there in secret?
Well, there's certainly a number of empty buildings not too far.
Which we can reach from the tunnels.
Yes. I imagine that there are several.
If you can help us find one and lead us there, Asher can go and invite him to a meeting. And I'll send to him as well and tell him that Asher is coming to bring him to a meeting if he has the time before we launch our attack. Does that sound reasonable?
Sure. Do you have it prepared already, or?
Yes. Not from last night. No, I would need to...
We'd need to spend an hour preparing.
Prepare my spells this morning.
Okay.
I thought we had already done that.
No, we already established we hadn't.
If you would like to do that,
my bad.
You can spend your hour now.
I pressed the buttons, but
preparing?
I'm ignoring it. I know what
Gotcha.
I've not got ready going, so.
All right, it's now 9 o'clock. You've
Prep.
spent some time preparing your spells.
Yeah, fair enough. Then before Asher gets going, I need to fix my spells. But I will cast Moment of Renewal on Asher so that he's no longer, suffering quite so much. That spell goes there. And that spell gets cast. I'll set up the rest later.
Refreshing wave of caffeine rushes over Asher, rejuvenating him, removing the fatigue.
Which spell shall I choose?
Greshy, would you have a spare 3rd level slot to dedicate to Shocking Grasp again today? For me to refill the spell storing room?
I can do that. Just a moment here. Is this not working?
The party's spell battery.
I thought you were doing your own spells in that, though.
Well,
or are you not?
The only thing I can do there is that's useful is a cantrip. And I did find a way to trick Divine Lance into casting not as a cantrip.
Oh, good.
So it won't auto-heighten.
Well, that's useful. Yes, I can do that. So I'll go ahead and cast Shocking Grasp into Gunn's sword rune.
Just think of it as a bonus spell that you get to cast using my actions.
Sure, but that means I don't do things like Earthbind.
And it's automatically going to always be a crit. Because I won't choose to use it otherwise.
I will also cast Endure Elements on everyone. All 3 of us, I should say. I'm not going to touch the animals for now. I will cast Status on everyone since we're all here. I will cast Ocular Overload. I will cast Life Connection on Asher, since Asher's still here and has not flown off yet. And swapping out a couple of them, though. Life Connection is between us, but it is effectively a reaction I use to help defend Asher when Asher gets hit.
Okay.
I can
I'll
absorb
just put it on both of you so
one
that you can
damage.
remember that it's there.
Sure, works for me.
Alright.
It's Ocular Overload I cast, Status I cast. I'm swapping out Freedom of Movement. Were we going to try and bomb anything today? Let's not consider too long. It's either going to be yes or no.
I mean, if we attack Shalaria, the bombs would be useful.
All right, so Shape Stone will replace Freedom of Movement then.
And it could also be, we could do the same at Crack Naratha.
Well, I've only got one casting of it, so.
But we'll probably only go to one of it. I mean,
Truth. All right. Sorry, I'm really doing this as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
But I think that's all the castings that I'm doing right now. And I'll just make sure to sub out anything else real quick as we go along. Are we leaving now, or are we just going to send Asher first?
let's all let me use the sending first. So I will go ahead and send to Let me think of a message. The message will be preparing for assault. Join us for strategy meeting soon. Find an excuse to get away. Asher will retrieve you.
Okay. Is that it?
Let me see. Let me see. I need to put something about respond with details if you get this message okay. That's the full message.
Okay. Do you have that written down? Can you repeat it one more time?
Picturing this. Planning for assault today. Asher will meet for strategy session soon. Asher will retrieve you. I had it under 25. I'm not repeating it verbatim, but those were there were 4 parts, and then repeat or reply with details if you get the message. Okay. It's like 4 phrases.
Okay.
I'm picturing this stone giant face. Was it stone? From, I think so, that Asher described in such detail and drew. Actually drew.
Yes, Asher did draw the picture.
Hold the picture up.
Throwing dice everywhere. Yeah, sure. Okay. You send the message, but get nothing back.
Well,
Ghosted now.
yeah, we can only hope that that went through, and that he will be prepared for.
He was discovered and murdered.
Meeting. So I guess let's walk toward a house near the giant encampment.
Okay.
All right.
So you have Morgiv lead you to somewhere nearby the giant encampment.
On our way, I'm going to ask Asher to prepare Storm's Fury again and cast Air Bubble on the bag of containment for me, if you'd be so kind.
Let's do it.
I made this very fancy staff that I'm just having Asher use to cast one spell. It's very useful.
I mean, do what you will.
We'll also have Rock start out in the pet cache today.
Okay, so Rock's in pet cache.
Bubble time.
What was it doing? Okay. I just
We're using it.
All right. It basically takes you a little under an hour to go from the Hidden Beast's lair to one of the nearby empty buildings. Oops. One of the buildings near the giant encampment. And as you're walking along the way, Morgiv would just be kind of anxious, and I hope that it will be okay. The giants seem to be checking buildings quite thoroughly, so make sure that you aren't too exposed. never know when they... I'm just worrying too much. Never mind. Here we are.
We'll be all right.
I know you will. But we're here, he says as he kind of pushes aside an old, tattered tapestry at the end of a cavernous hallway to reveal an empty room. Much like many of the other empty buildings. This one actually has a few, kind of basically skeletal remnants. Probably of the prior occupants of this building. They look humanoid. They're pretty badly rotted, though. They've been here for over 10,000 years. So there's not much left of them.
Lovely.
Asher, if you could, when you're ready, you'll find Yukak and ask him if he is ready to meet, if he got our message, if he did, whether or not he replied, and if not, why not. But and let him know that we are ready to begin the assault in coordination with him.
You'll want to see if he can come meet us? Or do you want me just to say all those things? Alright, so I want like a quick plan B of, and Asher takes out his writing set real quick to jot down a message. Just in case like it's safer for me to stay as a bird, not like wait 10 minutes, just to have a message that I can pull out of my messenger bag and give to him discreetly.
He doesn't need to answer Asher, he needs to answer us.
That's fine. I could write that. I could write something down for you if you want.
Yeah, I'll hand you my writing set. But I think that would be a good plan B just in case I cannot talk.
Okay, so you have Gunn spend a few minutes writing down a rough plan. You can give me the high-level details of it.
We stand ready to assault for distraction or to disrupt the defenses of the city entirely. Come join us for a strategy session nearby. Follow Asher. Be discreet. That should probably be it.
Okay.
Anything else? He'll have to talk to Asher directly.
Use my bird beak.
Alright, so you roll up the
I'm sure I don't have to tell you to be discreet.
Asher rolls up the
Hopefully
slip
not.
of parchment and tucks it into the animal messenger bag. Alright.
Now it's time to be a little bird. Hop,
Alright,
hop,
and,
hop.
With a poof of feathers, Asher turns into a little swallow again. Or not swallow, what was I going for? Sparrow? Sparrow.
Nice.
And you flip out of the building. You flat some stairs and out an open window. But easy to do. You then flit your way over to the giant encampment. And are you just making a beeline for his tent as before?
Yeah. I'll make sure like nobody's right outside the tent that I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna do what I did before.
Okay. So yeah, you fly out over the giant encampment. You take a quick look to see if anyone is around. You notice that the giant encampment seems to be almost completely empty. There's not even a single campfire currently running, nor any smoldering. But you spot the tent. There's no guards outside. In fact, you don't even see any signs of giants nearby.
I'll fly into the tent. He did say he might leave a note inside if he's not here, so I'll go check that.
Yeah, you dart inside and see that the tent itself is in fact empty. It's fairly dim in here, with the usual candle not on, or not lit. There's the big stone slab he was using as a desk, the couple of pillows, the roughly made bedroll off to the side.
Is there any sign of a note of any kind?
You can make out a few pieces of parchment up on the desk, for lack of a better word. So you can go up there.
Yeah, I'll fly up there and take a look at the parchment.
Yeah, you land. You see a bunch of pieces of parchment are all scattered about. One catches your eye that has a kind of simple, like smooth, round stone, like the kind you find at the beach, very weathered stone, is placed on top of a folded piece of paper. It's kind of tucked into the corner of the desk.
Folding. I don't have thumbs, but Asher goes and kind of pushes the stone, or tries to push the stone off.
Okay, athletics check. For a sparrow, this might be could be difficult.
Small bird. I get a minus. I might have to frustratingly. Oh, where's all my info on the?
Like it's a giant-sized piece of paper and a giant-sized stone weight on top of it. If you've got pest form on you, it should automatically include the penalty.
I don't know how to put where pest form is gone, first of all. I think it's just under
pest form. I can just search for pest form at the bottom. It's got a little spell effect. And I can just drop pest form on top. It just shrunk your icon, and now you are basically invisible. Okay, so yeah, you should be able to do the athletics check.
So small.
It's a little rat.
Let's athlete.
Icon.
Can't even see it from all your status effects.
How did my athletics just go to an immediate -4?
Oh, I mean, it might just replace your athletics entirely. Is that?
Yeah, just replace it entirely with a -4.
Yeah. It just says your athletics modifier is -4.
That is so.
I'm so weak.
You're a tiny bird.
I'm a bird.
You're just a tiny bird.
Oh! What happens with this? What do
you rolled
do
a
with
3
this
and got a -1.
What is this?
You
What is a
push your
-1?
you push your little sparrow head up against the stone and try to move it, but you're just like scratching the paper, and like sliding yourself back. Yeah, you're not. It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to move this thing.
Well, this is just the worst.
I can get us, I suppose. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not there.
There's not much I can do other than I sure wish I had some thumbs. I didn't see any giants nearby when I was out there, and there's clearly no one in this tent. How long did it take me to get over here as a bird?
About 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So Asher is going to switch to his not get out of here, you horrible pest form. Okay. Not pest form. And just attempt to read this like a normal person would read a letter.
All right, you kind of take your.
Do I have to athletics again?
No. The stone is about as big as your hand, so it's easy enough for you to pick it up and put it to the side. You then lift up and unfold the massive sheet of paper. It's like reading a poster. But it just says in very rough, sharp lettering, very poor lettering, like this. Yukek probably doesn't write in common very often, but it's written in common. And it just says sorry, I have to think of what exactly he wrote.
Fucked up, we dead.
Yeah, whoops.
Just whoops in big letters underscore.
No.
Underlined.
Hopefully successful. Trying to think of just how specifically he would word this. Yeah, hopefully successful. Meet as planned.
Shrug emoji.
Shrug emoji. More were willing to join than I anticipated. Hopefully it will be ours. If I am dead, please get revenge. Signed, G.
Thanks, G. Cool. Asher will fold up this letter and put it in his bag. And now he has to meditate for 10 minutes.
Okay. You meditate for 10 minutes.
Stare at
just listening to the wind, staring at the paper.
Looking at his watch.
Though anxious, you feel your magic power returning to you, and you feel like you should be able to get another transformation in.
It's bird time again. Flitter flatter, -4 athletics. We can do it. Yeah.
Right, you anamorph your way back into a little sparrow. and fly out of the tent and back
Away
towards the
we
others.
go.
Which just takes another 5 minutes.
Well, again, I guess I could go all the way down, but I'll rendezvous real quick.
Okay. Rendezvous with the others.
Me again. Dweet. I guess the bag is like technically the little animal pouch is your size. So he like, if I put the letter in it, is it just like comically big paper that?
I thought the bag becomes part of you. I don't think you can just take stuff out of your.
Well, isn't that?
Yeah, the specific bag I have does.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a specific bag.
So I'm like, if it's
that's right.
small, I assume it's like my size. Do I just like?
So you can.
If I have to take something big out of it.
It'll
So-
become large when
Asher
When it comes
fully
comes up
extracted.
in bird form, like sticks his bag out like there's something in there, and we like reach in and we're like pulling it out like
Ooh.
like a magic trick, like scarves
yeah.
out of a hat.
if you wanted to stay in pest form, you could stay in pest form, arrive, and like try to tuck at the letter that's in the bag, and it would expand as you drop it onto the ground.
That said, very quickly, if we look at this note, I'm going to need Asher to remind us what the plan that he and you discussed yesterday exactly was.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweedle tweet. Cough, cough. Asher turns back.
I don't speak Twitter, so you'll have if you can speak common, please.
It's like, oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, it's up to me to remember the plan as the player. I'm pretty sure that he said to meet him or look for him in the tower of Kraknaratha. So that's where I planned on going next, is floating around to see if I could see him.
Should we all go there?
Maybe. I guess we could all get closer.
Do you want to try sneaking into the basement again, or do you think?
Probably like knowing if it's filled with friends or foe is good first. Then we can try sneaking into the basement, talking to him. Maybe
We could. You can use your divination headset.
yeah.
Television headset.
Television.
What's it?
Or
Television.
we can sneak in through the basement, or both, or we can fly there and just like land in the tower.
Flying there is not exactly as easy as it sounds.
Could also flutter around.
Not all of us have wings suddenly growing out of them. Gunn, just
Granted, but Rock could probably give you a lift.
I don't know how Phelan feel about that, but that's fair. To be honest, I don't think flying's a good idea.
Okay.
With Glorfex still about.
It just depends how much of a
And us
hurry we're
being
in
very
versus
visible.
how much caution we want to take today.
Well, if we're trying to do any sort of stealth, I think being in the air is a good way of not doing that. So
No, you're correct.
For now. I mean, if we're in a hurry, of course, we've got that as a backup option. But Morgiv, can you lead us to a house near Kraknaratha? Something hopefully Glorifex hasn't fully destroyed yet? I don't know if you know.
What if we went there via the streets right now instead of just wondering?
Morgiv said the giants were out looking for us just now. I'm not sure. I don't know that I trust
anybody outside
here.
It's not too far away. I guess let's go down. Let's go back to the tunnels. It's not too far away. Either way, it will probably be just as fast. So yeah, let's go in the tunnels.
All right, I'll lead you there as best I can. Okay, so Morgiv, you're wanting to go to a building near Kraknaratha?
We want to get within range for Asher to do some, visiony stuff with his, headset of seeing things, so I don't know.
I could fly too.
Well, you can fly
As a
there
small
for sure.
bird,
That's true.
But
can you use
like,
it
if you want to just
in
send
bird
me out
form?
and I'll come back. Oh no, I just didn't even think about using it because it's like mostly open air stuff.
And
Yeah,
well,
let's go
here,
with that.
before we go too far with that thought, have you seen any other birds flying around besides yourself?
That'll just be the first bird. But no, there aren't many birds up here. I'm very
Again,
small.
attempting not to attract attention. And while you may be small, I just don't want them thinking that you're a snack of some sort and deciding to try to kill and eat you. You know what I mean?
Well,
or that you're
Okay.
suspicious because you're a bird in a place where birds don't go.
What is that?
we don't know which rooms Gyukaku would be in, like which tower.
Truth.
I believe there was more than one. There was the one in the central building, and then there was also the walls around, which may be what he was.
Well, Glorifix was apparently tearing at the ramparts, so I don't know that those are going to be super habitable.
So let's
But-
try the same plan we just did, but from the wall, from outside the wall of
Right.
Kragnaratha.
So
We'll send Asher in bird form, and if we are needed, we'll be nearby to bail him out or to come. Maybe who knows? Maybe we can just take the fort again if they've left a skeleton crew.
retake
For the next
fort.
like month, just keep retaking the fort in an
Every
annoying
day.
fashion. It's ours again.
It's
War
ours
attrition.
again.
It's like we're sick of these guys.
Well, we're not going to be able to win at a war of attrition. That's because we'll run out of time.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I won't run out of food. You can't starve Asher out.
Okay, so you guys are farm at Diablo style. This is Joey. You have to change difficulties or reload the game to get all the enemies to refresh. So, okay,
Ugh.
sorry. So
Well, that's what we just did this week, so
You're running through the tunnels, or walking through the tunnels, whatever. You're going through the tunnels to approach Kragnaratha from the outside. That only takes about 10 minutes or 15 minutes from where you were. Okay, you find yourselves, thanks to Morgiv, you find yourselves in a building near the northern gate of Kragnaratha.
I have to rest again. Need
Wait.
10 minutes.
I was kind of
minutes.
wondering if Asher can rest in bird form.
I believe I
refocus
said
in bird
no.
form?
Aye. Oh, okay, that was established just now. All right.
Yeah.
Not saying you were able
For
to. Just kind of
now.
wondered for the future. For the moment. Mhm.
Well, no, I think forever, but for now.
In all of this downtime that we've had, because we've had about 20 minutes of Asher going and scouting the camp and coming back, and now another 10 minutes of Asher charging here. Greshy's just trying to find something to fill some time and figure out if he has anything to work with. What the hell do these first stones do? Are they worth anything? Or am I just carrying around a barrel of treasure that I don't actually want?
Sure, you could give me a nature check to try and identify them.
I would love to give you a nature check to try and figure out what the hell these things are. Oh, we're identifying. That's fine. That's button. Miserable roll. That's a 31 total. We'll leave it.
31. Sorry, everything is stacked on top of my GM screen.
Suddenly they all explode as I'm looking at them.
31. Well, they definitely, one, they're just kind of valuable gems. They
Sure.
seem to have some kind of, perhaps like meta magic-ish properties to them. They seem very attuned to primal magic. And if you try to just kind of charge one with a bit of magical energy, it seems to some of them seem to hold magic really well, other ones seem to kind of amplify the magic inside slightly. But specific uses, you're not sure of with that. You maybe need to spend a full hour later.
Fair.
Yeah, that's what you get with it.
That's fine. Just figured I'd spend some time while we had it.
With a 31.
All right. Well, once Asher's charged, then if he wants to fly out.
Okay.
Charging my bird.
Yeah, the 10 minutes have
plug
passed,
it in.
so if you would like to
I feel
fly out,
charged. Flitter, flitter, flitter. Here I go. Woo!
You press
Big
form
Asher
again,
head. Well, there he goes.
and you fly out to.
Fly. I'm not just
Krakenrotha.
gonna straight fly over. I
Okay.
will try and be careful.
Always
Kind of up
appreciated.
and close to the walls and peek over.
Okay, so you fly towards Krakenrotha from the northern side along the Golden Road, trying to stick close to buildings as you do so. Yeah, I guess if you're flying more stealthily, you'd be going kind of at half speed. But you can already see the gate, the front gate that you had closed last night, or yesterday evening, is partially melted and worn. It looks like it's kind of partially damaged. The walls themselves also seem fairly damaged from the outside. But you can see up on the ramparts a number of stone giants, a mixture of stone, cloud, hill, and storm giants, standing at each of the various towers. All kind of standing, looking out over the surrounding area, clearly on watch. You also notice a few makeshift spikes, basically crude spears massed on the wall of various giant heads.
Oh. Do I recognize any of the heads?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. 44.
Okay. You land on a nearby building and try to take a closer look at the spiked heads. You see a couple of stone giants, a couple of cloud giants, a couple of storm giants, and 3 rune giants. One of which has what seems to be some kind of very fancy golden helmet. But they've all been decapitated and their heads placed on spikes.
That's a good sign for us.
You don't see any. Well, you only know one giant here, but you do not see Gukak's head.
Yeah. I guess I know the guards, kind of. Are they there?
No, you don't recognize those as being the guards, the Gukak's guards.
Okay. That's good news. Maybe, unless Gukak just ran. Is there... There's a position for me to see the giants that are in the towers or ramparts or whatever on watch to see if I recognize Gukak in any of those. Without just flying straight up and staring at them.
No, you could do another perception check from here to try and look. It would be at a slight penalty, but so I try and scan the different ramparts that you can see and the various towers of the fortress.
Can I hunt prey? You can.
Sure. Why not? Yeah, I would allow that.
How do I add it? Real quick, just make sure I'm doing this right. Sure. Come here. Ooh, come here, you. Come here. Alright. +2 to survival.
Yeah, so you can just add a +2.
On my perception, I have to seek hunted prey, and then masterful hunter to seek hunted prey.
Oh, that's masterful.
Do I click one or the other?
I don't know what masterful hunter is.
Let's look.
Masterful hunter.
I have masterful.
It's level
masterful
17 feature.
Hunter precision. The passive feature.
Oh, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, +4 circumstance bonus perception.
Oh, I see. It changes it from a +2 to a +4. Okay, so yeah, you can use masterful hunter.
So I just click one. Okay.
Yeah. If you clicked both, they're both circumstance bonuses, so they'll cancel each other out, which is fine. It'll take the highest.
Oh, okay. A 56. Wow, it's almost the best roll I could have possibly done. Where the fuck is he, Jason?
I know exactly where he is.
You scan the towers very, very sharply and quickly, eagle-eyed as you are as a tiny sparrow. And you spot him almost right away. He is standing at the kind of main central tower, the one attached to the building that you guys came up from. He is currently on that tower with his 2 bodyguards. The 3 of them are just clearly like trying to scout, look around. And they have one of the guards has a spear with like a makeshift banner attached to it. It has some kind of giant rune on it, but you don't speak Yotun, so you don't know what rune that is.
No, I don't.
We've been training, but not enough recently, so...
Well, Asher's gonna flitter over to him. Hopefully that's safe. But flitter up and kind of... There's a place to land next to him, just hop. And go. Beep!
He looks down at you with a smile. There you are. I thought you might not come.
I'm gonna dig into my little pouch and produce Gunn's note.
It's be bigger than Asher is right now. Just like a blanket.
He takes a look at it. His giant hands are like gently unfolding the note, so that he can. And he's like gotta stare at it, or like bring it up close to one eye to try and read it properly. I see. If I must follow you. Very well. Well, where would you have me go? It's currently the safest here in the fortress, is it not? He looks down at you.
And Asher... Should think about this for a moment. I can't speak in this form.
He'll just kind of wave his hand dismissively. Bring them here. If you all wish to speak, I will do it here, in a place of safety.
Alright, that sounds good to Asher. Because it's easy to get here, actually. So he peeps and flies, travels outside and back to where Gunn and Greshy are. Tell them.
Okay.
Do I make it
Asher's back.
Or do I die?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you fly back to the others.
Yeah.
I don't have you all.
Just flew in and your arms are tired?
Yeah. Oh. All right. Good news, everyone. So it looks like the giants, our allied giants, have taken the fort. Ukak says he'll speak with us, but only in the safety of the fort. But luckily, he's in the tower that we were fighting in, so we could probably just pop in the secret entrance.
I suppose we could do that.
Go see him.
Sure.
Or if you have a different idea.
No, there's a part of me that thinks that keeping that a secret may be of benefit, but if we trust him enough...
We could go over the outer wall instead.
We could go anyway.
I was going to say, either way, I think is actually fine. My instinct is to say, let's do it the blatant way, but that's also blatant, so...
If they control the fort,
It
then
does
it
look
should
like
be
they do control it.
safe enough.
All right, well, let's pop out and say hi, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess we could just sneak over there and then just...
I do have something to try and help us sneak, but it won't make us super stealthy, just to make it a bit easier.
Well, are we flying up over the wall, or are we just approaching the gate?
We could just... I mean, the gate's pretty much open. We could just walk in.
I think the gate might just be the better way.
All right, let's just do that then. Let's just walk over.
We can always fly if we
walk.
need to. It's just more of a... We'll just casually stroll in and say, hey, well, we're
What's
here.
up, everyone? This isn't a trap.
I've brought beer. Only for me, but I brought it.
He's playing the long game, Mac. You cack. He's catching us with honey. I don't say that. That's just me as a player.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, the sending stuff is unfortunate, but, messages don't always get through up here, so.
Yep.
We'll just walk over towards the gate. We'll tell Morgive, stay underground for now. We'll find him if we need him, but just try and keep safe.
All right. I'll. Do you want me to just go back to the hidden beast lair?
Do we remember the way back well enough without assistance, or what do y'all think?
Certainly we can get back to here, or if we go into the fort building.
Why don't I just, if you're just walking anyway, I can just follow behind.
Oh,
that's true. You can do that.
All right.
Very good invisibility. Mine's not quite as good. So, all right, just be careful. I'd rather you not die.
And if anything happens, I'll be sure to run away.
that's good. That's what I was going to suggest.
That's the best way to do it.
Good instinct.
All right.
Casual stroll out, I suppose.
Off we go.
Okay.
My third eye open.
Is your third eye ever
Strange open
closed,
here.
or?
Nope.
Okay.
Never close my third eye.
All right. So you guys are just gonna walk up the golden streets from this building to make your way towards the front gate. Let's see. It's not really important, but sure. There's one hot second. Let's see. So these guys here. Okay. Two Pragmata. So you approach the front gates, and you see these stone giants up on the ramparts just salute you. And one of them will shout, and a stone giant will come up to the kind of broken gates and help open it to make room for you to pass through.
I'll raise a hand back when they shout and like salute their effort, I guess.
Wave, like celebrities do, just casual.
Fist up.
There you are, friends! You hear, Asher hears a familiar voice, but if you look up, you see a stone giant who looks very, very similar to that picture that Asher drew, if not identical. As you enter
is the voice also similar to the voice that I got in the message reply?
No, the voice that you got in the initial
Yesterday?
reply was much more posh.
Ooh.
Huh.
For a giant.
Leave me be. Oh.
Alright. Well, let's go over and meet him, I suppose.
Yep.
Whew.
Just gonna start walking, making our way over casual-like, not doing anything untoward.
Yukek raises his hands, and all the giants let out a cheer. Oh, thank you, Roll to Roll, for the raid. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, hello.
Behold the heroes who gave us back our livelihoods. This plan was only possible with their assistance. The other giants hoot and holler and cheer. But you wish to speak with us, do you not? Where did Gunn go? Gunn is all the way in the back. You just chilling?
Oh, Gunn is still happening, but Gunn is going to sort of fly up and over a little bit. So as we move up here, I'm going to elevate a little bit as well.
Okay.
Yes.
I can't be fancy about it.
So like by the time we get here, I'm probably halfway up the tower, which was 80.
Oh, you're flying up the tower.
We were at 45 when we got to when we crested the tower at the top. We were about 45 up.
45
Yeah.
to the top of the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll go up 25 for here. So I'm like halfway up so that I can start to
Apparently
approach
I'm
to speak with him.
Just walking on sunshine over there.
Get out of there.
Whoa.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of float up a bit. So then, what news does the morning bring on your behalf? As you can see, we were able to defeat our slavers here, and there's a bit of a cheer from as some of the giants on the ramparts raise up the heads of the defeated. You can actually see around you are clear signs of battle. Fresh blood stains the snow. You can see the headless bodies of some of the defeated, as well as other giants that have fallen. I've not put every giant on the map. Only the important ones here. But
yep, I'll
you can imagine
2,800 of them.
I'll say that is wonderful news. Well done to you and your force. Can you give me any details? How many did you face, and who were the Lamia here? The dragon, was he resurrected as we suspect? And I'll keep flying up, and I'll get to where I'm about here, and I'll go up to where I can be like level with him.
He will
So
kind
that
of turn
we can talk.
and he sort of slightly like turns away from you, kind of like a flourish. His cloak spinning as he does so, and he'll kind of pace backwards as he recounts his plan to you. Sorry, this is just funny to me. I shall continue. Meta games.
He walked right out of range. Like.
Yes. Well, as I discussed with your friend there, the druid, we were able to gather enough sympathizers to our cause overnight, and once we were asked to hold the fortress, well, it was only a matter of time till we, early in the morning, were able to overthrow those who were left behind here. It is true what you say, he says as he reaches the other side of the tower. He'll turn back around to look out at you. Yeah, you speak knowing the truth of the matter. Glorifex has returned. We heard of his possible demise the other day, but it seems that the Lamia had different plans for him than to leave him in Pharasma's care. He is quite furious, it seems, particularly with you.
Can we come up so we don't have to be yelling across the courtyard?
Or he can come down.
Well, we can come up if that's all right with him. I don't mind. Whichever.
Also, he can't see you when he walks back.
Well, that's why I'm yelling up.
I'm
yelling up at the tower. That's why I want to go up there. I just want to ask permission before I just start, flying up.
Ah, of course. You wish a more private meeting for our battle plans. Very well. Come meet me inside. And he gestures.
Sure.
To the door.
Use the door like regular people. That makes sense.
All right.
Never use the door.
We will.
It's nice to see a civilized.
Everyone,
Greshy
be on high alert. You never know when the rune giants might mount a second assault. I must go discuss our further plans. For freedom! He shouts. There's a counter yell of "For freedom!" in Jotun as he makes his way down the hatch, down the ladder. And so the group of you, make your way inside the room that had all the nests in it. Something is distracting me. I have some phantom.
I was just worried about the optics of us all charging up, flying up the tower at their leader all of a sudden. So I figured asking permission seemed appropriate.
This works just fine.
Okay.
So you, the three of you, enter the room that had all the nests in it. You can see the nests have been cleared out, and it's just kind of bare stone floor. You hear the door open, and Gukak steps through and closes it carefully behind him. Gunn, you immediately detect an illusion aura on this giant as he steps forward. And he then gives you, the three of you, a solemn bow. I'm sorry for the theatrics out there. I thought it might be good
Not
for
at all.
everyone's morale.
it seems morale is good at the moment, which is excellent news.
Yes, it turns out
It's
that the orders to stay up all night in search of you three ended up to our benefit. Many of the giants were not pleased at being deprived of their sleep for so long.
This is perhaps the best result we could have hoped for after yesterday's action. The South Fortress in your hands gives you and your people the opportunity to retreat if you would, leave the city. Or if you choose to aid us assaulting... This is correct, Naratha. That's...
Shalaria?
Whatever the... Shalaria.
Yes, we have already discussed such matters as a group. We would be happy to assist you in defeating the forces at Shalaria. As much as we would like to flee, the important thing is that we fulfill our duty, our honor as giants. We cannot be seen to be abandoning those who use their efforts to assist us, so...
I'll first use the one action that's on the third eye to study a creature and see all conditions and afflictions and its health on him.
Okay.
Does he? I'm curious if he's covering up for injuries or something like that that might still shine through on that.
I see. Okay.
Or if he appears to be injured at all.
Okay. Give me.
And I'll
see.
I'll ask
use a
him.
seek action to study a creature,
Are you
so
well?
You can receive an aura that conveys knowledge of the creature's health. Okay, so I don't know if there's any particular. You can obviously
including all
see
conditions
with
and
a
afflictions
so
it has.
I don't think you have to roll for it.
No.
Okay.
But it wouldn't go through the illusion or anything like that if he was illusioning that stuff. I suspect.
Yeah, you don't sense any conditions or afflictions on him. It doesn't seem.
He doesn't appear to be fatigued or wounded or in any way.
No, he's close to full health.
That makes it an even fight.
He's a few hit points shy of his maximum.
Okay.
So he's maybe slightly
did
injured,
you lose?
but just some scrapes.
Did you lose many men, or were your forces injured? Maybe we can help improve your men's condition this morning before we take off.
No, those who were injured were mortally so. The rest were largely only a few scratches. We've already tended to those who are the most severely wounded. Your assistance in that department should not be necessary.
Okay. So the true seeing that's on the third eye specifically is listed as D in vision rather than cement. Does that mean it's only?
It's a 2-action.
It's a 2-action. It's in vision and
vision.
command. And the command requires an auditory utterance.
Okay. Fair enough. That's what I was not sure about.
Suppose you could just ask him.
It's one thought component and one vocal component.
Yeah. It looked briefly like it was a 1-action because we've lost the icon pack.
When it's popped out, it doesn't show it for whatever reason.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
okay.
Is it only when popped out? Okay.
When it's in, it's fine. But
yeah, I'm just looking at the.
Yeah, sure enough. Now I see it.
pf2easy.com.
Now I see it. All right. Well, Did you receive my messages yesterday and today? I'll ask.
Messages? You mean? And
I've been attempting to...
He gestures at Asher. Why, yes, I believe I discussed various things with him.
No, I've been attempting to send magical messages, but it appears they weren't all able to get through. Truth. Technically the truth.
You must be speaking of the spell sending. Well, if you are casting it yourself, it would require some knowledge of me, yes? I could see why that might not work.
Indeed, and there's further an effect upon this area that may be interfering with such transmissions. Additionally, I felt it was worth a try.
Most likely.
True.
I'm not a
But
practitioner of divination magic myself. I've found myself more in the arts of evocation.
I see. Well, then in that case, seems the only thing left to do is to lay our battle plans.
Yes, that we should. What would you propose?
So, is True Seeing a divination spell, by the way? I think it was.
Yeah, almost certainly.
It is divination revelation.
Okay, good. And he just said he's not familiar with divination, so he may not recognize it if I did cast it. But I still need an excuse to cast something.
You want an excuse or a distraction?
Greshy just like punches Ash in the face. Oh, he needs healing.
No, I'll say. Let's see.
So note, I'll throw you a freebie here. You don't have to cast it in his presence. It lasts 10 minutes.
Right. That's another possibility. Is I need an excuse to either step away and step back, or to be casting spells in his presence. Either of those. I'm just letting you know the team know that's what I'm looking out for.
Well,
although
we wouldn't necessarily know that in the moment.
Right,
but
in character they don't know that, but
we're still besties with this guy. I don't know what your concern is.
It's my best friend.
Indeed,
you're all kind of looking at each other, giving each other eyes.
I'm thinking about it.
The first thing we need to do is
slope some walls.
Although I did tell them that I spoke with him. I did tell both of them that I spoke with him with sending, and that he sent back a reply that seemed like he was not disposed to actually talk.
Sure, but we discussed that there could have just been something gone awry with the spell.
Right.
So.
But.
Well, as far as our battle plans go, I think we're planning to assault Shurlaria by hopefully blowing some walls up. And if your giants are amenable to helping us take a few out at the same time so they don't have an exact idea on which way we're entering, we can run in and deal with the dangers ourselves while you all take the walls out and then back away. Not run away, back, retreat to a safe distance so that you're not in the line of fire, as it were. I respect your desire for honor, but I also have no need to put anyone in danger who doesn't want it. And I'm sure you've all dealt with most of it already.
The key idea would be to have your giants draw off as many defenders as possible without engaging them from multiple angles.
That should be doable. He thinks a moment. The one concern is that dragon, Glorifex. While we can certainly pull the attention of our fellow giant kin, it might be... I can't guarantee that we would survive very long if dragon assaulted us, so I'm afraid we'd have to leave that one to you.
That was the plan anyway. We left the job unfinished, apparently.
As you do.
With any luck, he may not be recovered to his full strength yet. After undergoing a resurrection at the power that he has.
Do you have any... Sorry, go ahead. If you're speaking.
Yes, coming back to life does bring with it some challenges. It is probably best to strike as soon as possible while he is at his weakest.
Do you know if the Lamia are all holding up in there, and how many are left? We're looking for one in particular, but, you know, all of them are problems, and we'd like to deal with all of them if we can.
In Shalaria, you mean? Yes, it seems...
Aye, if they're all in there.
Scouting reports from this morning have determined that many of the giants... Well, they've split. The Karzug's remaining forces have split into two. Half have moved to protect Shalaria, and the other half have all made their way up the Golden Road. It sounds as... are you familiar with the rings, he says, pointing at a finger? The ones that...
Oh, aye, we,
commandos.
Greshy will dig into one of his bags and pull one out to show off. We've got a couple already.
Let's see.
That reminds me, you don't possess any such ring, do you, Yukak?
No, he shakes his head. They were only given to
Have you and your men been...
giants.
If Karzug has marked you and your men in other ways, we may be able to assist you with the removal of those marks.
Assist is a strong word.
Do you speak of the brand? And he'll pull down his shirt collar to reveal a kind of burnt-in Sahedron scar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this would be an excellent time to remove such marks before Karzug is able to use their power to compel your men to do anything or to claim their souls.
Greshy will reach into his bag and first pull out the poison knife that he got from the horde and go, wait, wrong one. Ooh. And he'll go back in and pull out the whistling knife. Which is much smaller, but at least isn't poisonous. Unfortunately, I don't know that we have a great way of getting them off, but if your men are willing to start carving themselves kindly, or at least marking through those runes so that they're no longer there proper, that would weaken or remove Karzug's hold.
I see. So they must have some magical influence.
The mark.
I wasn't aware.
The mark gives them
grimly.
Some rather powerful level of influence over those such marked.
Might absorb your soul if you die.
Oh, that does sound rather horrible.
Part of why we didn't want to kill any of you, if we could help it.
No, that's really not the reason.
Well, that was my reason.
Oh, Greshy.
At that, he kind of turns to the side and like, thumb to his chin. I see, there was an ulterior motive, after all.
No! Oh, damn it, Greshy.
Is he turning to the side and looking away?
Yeah, just slightly. He's looking at the camera. He looks back.
Opportunity, but I guess not. It's gone now. All right.
I see. He looks back and very well. If defacing these marks is all that it takes, I can see to it that we remove them from our persons with utmost haste. It should only take
be careful about it. Don't want to hurt yourselves unnecessarily, but as much removal as you can safely do would be the best way to ensure that there's no holds left.
Defacing is all that matters.
But defacing at minimum.
Do a secondary brand on top to scar the tissue.
Sure.
It should be relatively easy. In any case,
well, I think we've got the makings of our plan in place.
Once the tattoos are removed, the brands are removed, we've got about 200 giants that are currently able to fight. There are still a number that are scattered throughout the city who may oppose us or may work with us, I'm not sure. But it seems like chaos
are there any other forces
that would assist you the best.
Are there any other forces moving within the city? Do the Lamia still have enough under their command?
The Lamia's command is thinned, and most of them have, like I said, either... actually, I was interrupted as I was trying to explain. The rings, you see, and actually I do have one of the giant, the wound giant commander that was stationed here had one. He reaches into his
with the gold
satchel to pull out the golden ring. I've not tried to use this, but supposedly it allows you to
recommend it.
Pass the golden road to reach the headquarters up at the summit.
It also allows Karzu to see and hear everything that you see and hear for the entire, at any time when you're wearing it.
See.
Have we confirmed that?
Putting it on. I mean, yes, we experienced it.
Well, we experienced it with the medallions. I don't know if these rings are any different.
I don't think anybody has actually worn any of them.
At a certain point.
No, we haven't. We've been understandably concerned about it, but it does occur to me that we haven't actually.
We identified that they have the same enchantment as the medallions.
Gunn rolled an identify check on them at one point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And determined that they were identical to the medallions. Well, in any case, I'm told that they allow you to progress up the golden road to the summit. I'm not sure if there's some kind of barrier there or not, but these were normally only given to...
We may have other means of doing that as well.
Let's see. In any event, these are normally only given to commanders, but it sounds like a batch of them were just brought down from the summit yesterday and handed out to the remaining, or to a number of the forces to take up the road to bolster the forces along the main road. It seems like they might suspect that you or we may attempt to go that way. That was a very long-winded and interrupted explanation of the forces have been split. Half are at the fortress, half are up the main Golden Road.
No, you're good. Sorry, it's on us as well. It's largely on the lag. There's some amount of lag that means.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that bit was clear.
Speech sometimes.
That's clear.
Mm-hmm. I did hear you though. Well, then the main thing that remains is to distribute perhaps some of these explosives to your forces, to your strike teams, so that we may use them at multiple points at the same time.
I've still got to make them.
And mobilize. Well, fair enough.
But they've got to, if they're going to remove the marks from themselves, that might take a bit of time too.
Yeah, you can do that
So
while they're...
I'll work as they work.
Very well. Accessing multiple portions of the outer wall may be a bit difficult. The cliffside is relatively steep, so we'll need to climb it. Though perhaps some of the cloud giants can fly up there. Yes, that should do nicely, actually. Stone giants can take the main steps. Cloud giants and storm giants can fly around the sides and use these, we call them bombs, along the outer wall.
Detonation devices, if you will.
Very well. These detonation devices can be used by the cloud and storm giants along the outer wall to reduce their ranged capabilities. And then that
Let's
leaves
see how many of those
you.
Greshy can make. Yes, we'll pick a point along the perimeter, and once we breach the wall, we'll go inside and search for their commanders.
Glorifex, I think, is going to be our primary target.
Glorifex, Lucretia, and whatever rune giant commander may all be present. As well as the other Lamia and the transmuter we saw from the Rune Forge.
Not mage, that's
made
right.
his way here.
I'm not aware of all of these names, but very well. If possible, it would be of a great favor to we giants if we were to eliminate our former leaders as well. The heads of the Stone Sky, Stone, Cloud, Storm, and Hill Giant clans should all be present, if my information is correct.
That is a
We've
boss
been
rush.
calling them Karzum's Wardens. They should be easy to spot.
I'm sorry. What was it? Karzug's what?
Wardens. The Wardens of the Sky.
Wardens,
the Sky Warden,
sorry.
the Stone Warden, etc., etc.
It's a name for them. All right.
Okay.
If you manage to see them. They have betrayed our kind for long enough, and having them out of the picture would make things much easier on us. And preferably, if we were able to get their heads, that would buy us a route back down the mountain, past the remaining clans that would oppose us. Would be our
Oh, so you want us to kill them, behead them, return the heads to you? Is that how I'm understanding?
Well, once the fortress is taken, we can take the heads ourselves.
Oh,
We do
sure.
not do
Okay.
a grim deed. But the important thing is that they cannot
Making sure I
be allowed
understood.
to live.
Well, I think this is reasonable. I have some work to do. Are there any forging equipment sort of setups in this fort at all? I don't know if there's a smithy nearby or anything of the sort.
Yes, one of the other buildings is an old forge.
Perfect.
Some of the well, we'll need to use that to start the rebranding process, but you're welcome to use it as well.
I have a bunch of liquid steel that I'm going to use with this this black powder to make detonation devices that you can use to blow holes in walls.
Good.
So I'll get to work if you would have one of your allies show me the right way and know that I'm not doing anything harmful or all that jazz.
Very well. You're all to be trusted. Actually, I don't believe I got all of your names. I know the lad there is Asher, but the two of you...
I'll say Greshy Ironroot, but Ironroot comes out in Jotun.
He nods at that, and then looks at Gunn.
Did we not give names? I apologize.
You might have. I didn't introduce myself until just now.
No names were
Gunn
given.
Shough.
Gunn Shough, Greshy Ironroot, and Asher. It is good to work with you.
Given. And he won't be giving one. No more name trust.
I am Hukat the Thoughtful. I hope that our continued allegiance is fruitful, for the sake of myself and my people.
We will rejoin you when the preparations are ready.
Good.
Good.
Okay.
I must see to discussing this with the others. If you'll excuse me, and they'll approach and kind of gesture for you to park so that he can walk past you.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and step.
He'll exit the door
Doesn't move.
and make his way. You'll hear him shout to one of the giants who will come down and tell Greshy to follow him and lead Greshy out towards the forge.
Bye, Greshy. Good luck.
Which is just going to be this building over here.
Sounds good.
Yukak's going to go up to the walls to go talk to people.
While we have a moment to ourselves. What do you know about Yukak's past? Anything?
Asher thinks
or
about
his present position? How did he gain leadership of the Giants?
You know, I didn't think to ask that, I'll be honest. I felt like there wasn't time for story time. And he didn't ask about me either.
And you found him like this when you first entered his tent in the camp?
Well, sort of. I was looking into his tent, and then I was going to fly away.
Was he
when he
alone?
Me. He had 2 guards.
The guards were still there?
No, he shooed them away once we were talking, but they were present before.
Okay. Did he cast any spells? Or have you seen him change his appearance? He has an illusion spell, and I should have actually asked what level illusion spell it is that was on him. His detect magic should tell me that at this stage.
Check that. Detect magic.
If I remember.
You're in the school of magic with the highest level effect. Multiple effects are equally strong during the turns of one worm. At third level, you also pinpoint the quick source of the highest level magic. For an imprecise sense, you don't know the exact location, but can narrow down the source. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't tell you the level of it.
Okay, fair enough. But it does show you all effects in not only the highest level one with this particular item.
Okay, sure,
So-
yeah, but the
Fair enough.
absolutely the highest level one is the
Well,
whatever this illusion is.
yeah, he has a powerful illusion aura on him, and he almost certainly lied about the messages. He replied to the first message. He would have known that someone attempted to reach him, even if he couldn't speak at that time.
I don't
Well,
even think he got
It wasn't. Indeed, he did not. Someone other than him received the message.
Oh, but my
someone with a
picture was
different-
so good.
Someone. It was
Sure takes it out.
someone with a
It looks
different
just
voice.
Like him. Different
And-
voice.
Presumably the same face. We haven't seen any evidence of divination going that wrong. We've seen it being blocked, but not
Oh, my face.
redirected at random.
Yes, I suppose that is true. We did get to Gam again. We've never actually just gotten to somebody else. My picture was excellent. Very convinced I'm a great artist.
I want to.
It's like a charcoal sketch, and it's
Maybe he
it's like
lost an
near
arm,
perfect.
and he, yeah,
Before we meet him again, I want to.
good.
I want to prepare something so that we can see through that illusion and find out who he is.
It's true. Well, he has been extremely helpful thus far.
It seems like he's deceiving everyone here, including the giants, and so outing him would likely cause some problems for him in that position. It seems that he's on our side, but merely lying to his men about who he actually is. I think we can continue to go along with this plan for now. But I will
Well.
try to check.
I suppose it's worth to check to see if it's one of our enemies,
Exactly.
just to be sure. But yes, I certainly don't want to cause trouble with someone who is helping us if it's not one of our enemies. But I do think it's a good idea to double check if you're certain.
Well, I'm certain about the illusion.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I can't tell. I don't know many spells.
We'll meet him again when the preparations are done. And before we do, I will use a spell that will show me the truth.
I just hope it's not Lucretia. That would sure make my day very upsetting.
It doesn't seem like it's Lucretia. If he were, in fact, an enemy, he's had opportunities to do much more damage to our plans than he has thus far. I don't see what he would gain out of holding out in this in order to betray us later, unless he thinks he needs the entire force against us at once.
It's true. He could have captured me or hurt me at any point.
He could
He
have
didn't have
closed the
to kill
gates
these
and
giants.
ambushed us when we walked in here. They didn't have to kill the giants who were guarding the fort. They've
Still
certainly
could.
fought against Karzub's own men. That and the fact that he was already disguised when you encountered. He had no way to know you were coming
Yes, that's true.
at that time.
And I've never seen him as anything else to my knowledge. He's always just been the way he is.
It
I
is,
haven't
and it
looked
is
too
illusion
closely.
rather than transmutation. Is illusion opposed to There's two schools you give up to master transmutation. Was illusion one of them?
yes.
Enchantment is one.
Enchantment, illusion are the two.
Okay. So.
Yeah, pride and lust. Or lust.
Yeah, it's likely that he is, based on that, it's likely that he is aligned with an enemy of Karzug's. But I couldn't tell you whether he is legitimately pursuing the cause of these giants or merely using them to disrupt Karzug's plans. We will find out soon.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright. Well, with that, you exit the building, or stay in the building, or do something. Well, dramatically, you walk out of the building and out into the snow as the outro theme plays.
Time to meditate again.
We'll call that for the evening. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hope you all had fun. Like many of my games, it always devolves into a battle logistics simulator, because I love me some logistics. So, next time, let's see if our party's plans come to fruition, and they are hopefully able to successfully assault Shalaria, and or find out who is Gukak. Is he a friend, or is he a foe, or is he neither? Ooh, very spooky.
A neutral.
Completely neutral, yes. Alright, that'll do it.
Papa Groswell.
We should be back. So this is our Halloween episode. We'll hopefully be back on the 7th of November. So if you're looking forward to the next stream, that's when you should see us. If not, then you'll catch all our stuff on YouTube and podcast format. Good night.